Hey beautiful people, it is Kiketsa Harley back again with another video. So you finally got the job, what's next? In today's video, I'm going to be telling you all the documents that you need to work on a cruise ship. Let's just get right into it.
1, 2, 3, let's go!
So the first thing that you're going to need is a passport, which is kind of obvious, but some people don't have this yet. So if you don't have a passport, just apply for one. And you're going to need this, and this needs to be valid for 6 months after you finish your contract. So you need to check the expiry date as well if you already have your passport. The next thing that you're going to need is your contract, which you'll have because the company would have emailed it to you. Before signing your contract, I suggest that you read it, read everything and make sure that you agree with whatever is stated on the contract before signing it first. And then once you're happy, you can sign and send it back to your company. The next thing that you're going to need is a visa. I had to get a C1D visa since I was working in the US. So a C1D visa allows you to work in the US waters. So with my visa process, I used an agent. I used a lady called Kate. She really helped me with the entire process, with the answering questions and things like that. She just basically prepares you for your visa interview. And I'm just going to leave her contact details in the description below. If you need a visa, somebody to help with your visa application process, you can just hit her up and she'll definitely help you get your visa as quick as possible. The next thing that you're going to need is your cruise ship medicals. Guys, I had a whole thick file with medicals, because I just had everything. But with medicals, when you go on board, you need to have your original documents with you. They don't want copies. You need to have the original documents with you. But when I had to do my medicals, I was so scared. I was scared because I'm scared of needles. So I was just like, wait, what? I need to get so many? Because there's all these vaccines that you need. And I was like, oh no, this is not good. But I had to get them. So I did what I needed to do. And you're going to receive your yellow card, which is something like this with all your vaccines in it. And yeah, I did my medicals with Shipmate. Yeah, I'll leave all the contact details in the description box below. And then for my second contract, I think I used a different company because I needed my medicals urgently because I needed to leave. And then also another thing with medicals is that most of the companies are based in Durban and Cape Town. So I was like, I'm not gonna fly there for medicals because that's more money and I'm already spending so much. So I tried finding for more companies or doctors that are in Joburg that can do my medicals, but I couldn't really find them. So when I called with the recommended places, most of them were like, oh, we're in Durban, but we do have our doctors coming in Joburg. Then you can do your medicals with them. So they do that regularly. So you need to check when are the slots for the Joburg slots. Then you can contact them and then book your medical appointment with them. I think also the second one, they have an office in Joburg. They're based in Durban, but they also have an office in Joburg. So they come, and then when the doctor comes in Joburg, you can book your medicals, and then they go back to Durban. And then when they're done with that, they're gonna deliver your original documents. They're gonna deliver them to your house. So I think that was good. That's what I did, and it was very convenient. So yeah, if you need any information on that about where to get your medicals, I'm gonna leave the details in the description box below. Do check it out. The next thing that you're gonna need is your STCW certificate. This is your safety training. Before you work on a cruise ship, you need to do this. And I think this is very important because at first I was very scared, but after the training I was like, oh, there's nothing to worry about, because then you're now more informed and you're more comfortable. So I think the training is very important, and I think everybody needs to do it if you are gonna work on cruise ships. And you're gonna do security awareness. Then I got the certificate for that. Crowd management and passenger safety, I got that. Elementary first aid, we also did that. Fire prevention and firefighting, I was scared of this one because I was like, what do you mean I need to get in a room full of fire and save people? What, am I not gonna burn? I was so scared. But our teacher was really great. He prepared us for the practical and all the tests, and I think everybody in the class did well. So at first I was very scared, but it was fine afterwards. And I did kind of vlog the experience a bit. So maybe the next video I'll post it, then you guys will see how that went. But it was a fun but scary experience. And then the next one was, what's this one? Personal survival techniques. And then we had personal safety and social responsibilities. So yeah, it was it was a lot of information to get in because I was like, well, I need to remember all of this. But I like that they made it practical. So, especially with the water, we got in, you get to jump, the fire, you know, you're experiencing the real fire and things like that. So I think that was fun. The next thing that you need, that I was very confused about, is your Seaman's book. You need a Seaman's book, but like I was very confused because it was on the checklist of things that I needed, but my agent was like, no, don't worry about it, you'll get your Seaman's book as soon as you get on board. So I was like, oh, okay, cool, so I don't need to get it while I'm at home, like a passport or things like that. She's like, no, don't worry about it, only when you get on board. And which was true. I received my Seaman's book when I got on board at the end. No, I received it at the end of my first contract. So when I disembarked, like the last day, that's when I received my Seaman's book, and I was like, oh, this is what it is. And that's how it looks like. It looks like a passport because it also has a picture and everything. And I was like, oh, interesting. And yeah, that's a Seaman's book. And then the next thing, it depends on, again, on if you are in the US, they will give you an I-95 when you get on board. It's like a paper. It's very small and very like easy to lose, hey? So maybe get something to put it in. But yeah, it's an I-95. I used this when I was getting out in US ports, so places like Miami and San Juan, Puerto Rico. So those type of places, you're gonna need this. It's like your ID in a way. And yeah, that's everything that you need. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video where it'll be my STCWs, which was very hectic but fun. Which I'll see you on that video, and goodbye.